What's up, Pokemaniacs? This is Mathwas97 and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Sapphire Nuzlocke. In this episode, well, remember what happened in the last episode. We lost Pearl and Tesla. That was so frustrating. I had to go back and actually, I don't know, I probably should train them up sooner, but I didn't. But don't worry, this time I have gone ahead and trained up a team. Did a lot of training, basically just consisted of battling Tate and Liza over and over. Not Tate and Liza. What am I saying? Gabby and Ty. I just battled them over and over a bunch of times to train up my team. And now, I think it's time that I go ahead and show you who we have to replace our two fallen comrades. We have Pinball. I went ahead and trained him up. I was debating whether or not I wanted to use Pinball or the Chinchou. Actually, there were a couple of Pokemon I was considering between. But as you can see, leveled up to a Walrein. It has Rest, Hail, Body Slam, and Aurora Beam. And there you can take a look at Pinball's stats. And then we also have Bubs, who I brought back to the team. As we can see, all these Pokemon I trained up to level 44, except for Shell Shock. She's level 45 because I will not be using her in the gym. So I figured, you know, I was just doing all that training, so I would just go ahead and train her up as well. I replaced Smokescreen. I replaced Smokescreen for Iron Defense, just because, I don't know, I feel like Shell Shock could really be a wall. So you can see her special defense isn't all that great, but we've got Amnesia for that. And if I ever need to, like, stall or something, or just, you know, make her indestructible, I can set up an Iron Defense as well. But if there's ever a move I need to get rid of, Iron Defense is probably one of them I'd be considering. Overheat, I mean, I have Flamethrower now, so I don't know if I'll keep Overheat that much longer, maybe replace it with Fire Blast or something, but yeah, I'm not quite too sure. And anyway, the rest of the team, we have Poseidon, didn't really learn any new moves, just went ahead, leveled him up to level 44. We got Gad, now also at level 44, as you can see there are his stats. Got, pretty sure these moves are the same. If not, Taunt I probably replaced for Splash. I think I actually did that before. Pretty sure these are the same moves. And then we've got Caitlyn, the Kecleon, Substitute Slash, Psybeam, Rock Smash. And here are her stats. As always, she's got that really good special defense. So, she might come in handy in this next gym fight. But, ultimately, Bubs is going to be the one I'm going to be using in this gym. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with her. Let's go ahead and talk to Steven Stone. Mason, we owe it all to you. The sky above Sootopolis has returned to normal. For that, Wallace sends his thanks too. And that same Wallace, I can't read this right. And that same Wallace is waiting for you inside. He's strong, but the way you are now, you should be on equal footing with him. Give it your best shot. And he's gone. So, we're all ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Into the 8th gym, the Sootopolis City gym. And these puzzles. That one was easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and go up to the top floor. Not the top floor, the top puzzle. And I'm just going to intentionally fall in so I can check what level his little trainer people are. And I'm just going to go ahead and battle them. You came all the way here, but you won't get to see Wallace. Not if you lose to me, you won't. Well, I won't lose to you, then. I'm prepared for this gym. Show me what you got, Chrissy. Got a Whalmer level 40. I'm pretty sure Wallace's Pokemon are, I think the highest level is 45 or 46. So I think I should be good with 44. I didn't want to over-level, but I might have. I didn't really look Wallace up because I like to do this series for the most part blind. I think I did look up Tate and Liza's levels, just because I was confused with their Emerald team and their teams are Ruby and Sapphire. So that was kind of the one exception, but I did not really look up Wallace, so I think his Pokemon is like 45 or 46. I think that's his highest level, but I'm not too sure. I could be thinking, I could be mistaken with Juan in Pokemon Emerald, but hopefully I'm not mistaken. I think either way I go, I gotta battle someone. So let's go this way. A graceful slide across the ice while crossing no lines. A trainer putting on that performance. Okay, screw it. I'm not even gonna read these dialogues. My womanly voice is not so womanly. Beauty Tiffany has a Carvana. I should be able to just Mach Punch that thing. It's got that dark typing, so this should be pretty easy. Yeah, up, critical hit. Might have needed that. So maybe I'm getting a little too overconfident here in Bubs' abilities. So next is another Whalmer. We're gonna go ahead and stay in. Once again, I'm gonna Sky Uppercut that thing to the face, or not. I'm gonna miss. And he's gonna miss. Alright. Or she, I guess. That's a female Whalmer. Huh. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in for another Sky Uppercut. And right to the face should knock that thing out. One shot. GG. Alright, but that's level 45 for Bubs. That's awesome. I'm trying to learn Mind Reader. I'll pass. We don't need Mind Reader. I like the moves we have right now. Finally, a Sharpedo. Kind of want to get experience for someone else, but I think Bubs is our best bet against this Sharpedo. Maybe I'll go ahead and switch her out with someone else for the next fight. But I figure, you know, we got it for the Sharpedo. That rough skin could prove troublesome, so let's just go ahead and knock it out with Bubs. And then I will switch and put someone else out front for the next couple of fights. Because I think Bubs at level 45 should be more than sufficient against some of Wallace's Pokemon. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch out. Let's put Caitlin up front. Let's go ahead and try her luck, see what she can do. I trained my Pokemon together with Wallace. Don't think I'm a pushover. Anyway, yeah, I said I wasn't going to read the dialogue, and I did anyway. Ah. Yeah, I think I need a little more diversification in my voices. I mean, I can do some really well, but some voices, some, like, character, some sort of characters I just can't really do a voice for all that well. But I think, you know, I can do a couple of good characters. Psybeam I thought would do more, but it did not. We've got that water typing though, so water gun isn't going to affect us. The only problem is that's gonna kind of weaken Slash a little bit. Fury Swipes, so that's gonna turn us back to normal. So Slash should be more than sufficient to knock this thing out now. If it would stop hitting me. So let's go ahead and slash that thing to the face. And what? Now I get the crit. Now I get the critical hit. Ah, how generous of you, Pokemon Sapphire. Alright, so let's go ahead and battle this last one right here. When I'm with my Pokemon, the time flies. Messed up that dialogue. Anyway, Pokefan Marissa has an Azurill. Back in this generation, before they messed up its sprite and made it all sad and whatnot. Let's Rock Smash that. That did half. That's pretty good. Bubble. Get these bubbles out of here. Ugh. I'm not gonna play any of these child games. Ah, what's it got? Is it an Oran Berry, a Citrus Berry? What's it have? Oran Berry. Why? Let's just slash. Knock that thing out. So speaking of Azurill, and now a Marill, so I'm assuming the final Pokemon's gonna be an Azumarill. Let's just go ahead right for the, oh geez, Double Edge. This Marill isn't playing around, but luckily that's just gonna drop me back to normal type, so this slash should do plenty of damage. Ah! That's like 2 HP. What the heck? Yeah, we're not fast enough, but I can see now that Double Edge will not do a darn bit of good for this Marill. And that will do me a lot of good, because that's a knockout. Caitlin's level 45. I'm going to switch out now for this Azumarill. Who do we switch into? Let's go to Poseidon. Let's try Poseidon now. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know, I watched a couple of Maryland's Pokemon Black 2 Wedlock videos, and I was just I was fixing to do an episode of Pokemon Sapphire. I mean, I did all the training a couple of days ago, and then I was watching some of that, and I was also watching, oh geez, Double Edge. This could hurt. Nope, didn't do that much. I'm actually kind of curious how much Surf does. But yeah, I was also watching on, there were a bunch of YouTubers who were doing Minecraft. It was like ultra hardcore survival. And I thought it looked pretty cool because, you know, their health doesn't regenerate. and the only way that it does is if you get like golden apple or something. You need something to regenerate health. And yeah, it's kind of cool to see people going through Minecraft in a kind of competitive sort of style, something like that, where you're trying to survive. And they were like paired up in teams, and they were kind of competing against each other. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, I only saw like the first episode, but I think I watched almost all of the like first episode just to kind of see, tried to see what all was going on, how the teams were doing. And I think I'm going to switch out to Gad. I'm going to put him out front here. Caitlin's level 45, so we're going to let her rest up. The Pokemon Gym of the highest level in the Hoenn region. That's the Sootopolis Gym. Alright. But, yeah, as I was saying, with the Ultra Hardcore Minecraft, I thought it was looking pretty cool. Went back to see the first episode, just kind of see who all was playing and what their kind of video styles are like, and how they were playing Minecraft, kind of getting set up, and all that stuff. I personally, when I play Minecraft, I actually like the beginning part of Minecraft. That's probably like my favorite time of playing Minecraft, is just kind of setting everything up, and punching trees and digging for cobblestone and that sort of thing. Mining. I love mining trips also, but then again, I play Minecraft on the PlayStation 3 because I don't have it on the laptop because, this laptop is not that good for gaming. I mean, I can run Visual Boy Advance for the most part without issues, but yeah, I'd need a new computer, probably an actual computer, if I wanted to do more PC gaming of that sort. But yeah, I have Minecraft on the PlayStation 3, and it's pretty fun to play. I play with a couple of other people online, so it's usually pretty enjoyable. Horn attack, yeah, you got nothing. You got nothing on God. You got nothing. That experience. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the final 2 trainers. I thought there was only one more. I should teach you how harsh battles can be. Whoa. Yes, some battles can be harsh. Unfortunately for you, this one will be the harshest battle of your life when I kill your Pokemon! Yeah, it was pretty cruel, but it's gotta happen. It's either you or me, and I'm not gonna die here. Ah, oh, come on. Oh, geez, Flail. Wow. You got nothing on Gad. You got nothing, Goldeen. At least this thing doesn't have like Horn Drill or something. That would be very, very bad. Be very horrifying. So next is a Whalmer. I think I'm just gonna stay out. Gad's doing a pretty good job at taking these Pokemon out. So let's go back to Strength. And no, we couldn't knock out the Goldeen, so I don't know why I was expecting anything more from this Whalmer. But yeah, we're going to be going through this gym in this episode, and then that means we're getting pretty close to the end of the series. We're coming up on the Elite Four. That should be coming up in the next couple of episodes. We got to, of course, go through Victory Road. That's always fun. That could probably take up 2 episodes. Victory Road is, a lot goes on in Victory Road. So, yeah, that'd be... I don't know, Victory Road, that's going to be quite the challenge, as it always is. I know Wally is there somewhere. Now, in Pokemon Emerald, he shows up near the beginning, but I think in Ruby and Sapphire, he shows up near the end of Victory Road. Either way, I gotta be sure I'm prepared to face off against that Gardevoir he'll have, and anything else he'll have, because Gardevoir is really the only Pokemon I remember from his team. Actually, I think the last time we battled him was in front of Mauville, when all he had was a Gardevoir. So, it's been a while since we've seen Wally. But I'm going to go back and heal, and hopefully not run into any Magikarps or Tentacools along the way. Alright, we made it. So let's head into the PC. Let's go ahead and heal the team up. But yeah, it's actually coming down to the end of the school year. It's been kind of weird this year because we had all this snow, and we missed several days of school this year But, yeah, we got that all made up. And it really feels like we should have, I don't know, like, it's the end of the school year, but for me, it doesn't really feel like it. Like, just the other day, I took, because we have 2 finals days, and because, okay, wait, I gotta think. Sorry to cut myself off, but I gotta think how this puzzle, I think I just messed up. Yeah, I messed this up. I gotta remember how to do this puzzle. It's been a while since I've gone back and played these games, even though I've played them so many times. I mean, I know the first 2 puzzles are really easy. I mean, I'm sure the third one is too. I just gotta look at it. So I'll get back to my story in a little bit. I just want to go ahead and figure out this puzzle. Maybe it's this way. I think I already messed this up. Maybe I didn't. No, I think I got it. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I think there's like a couple of ways you can do this when you get down to the end, but yeah, I got it. Anyway, you know, I'll get back to my story once. Why am I saving? What kind of items do I have? Is there anything I should put on my Pokemon before we start the battle? Maybe just give that to someone who doesn't have an item. We'll give it to Caitlin, I guess, just, you know, if it comes down to it. I think that's it. I think otherwise we're pretty good here. So, we're gonna go ahead and lead off with Bubs. Alright, are you ready? Because it's time to take on Wallace, the 8th gym leader of the Hoenn region. Let's do this. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Wallace, the gym leader of Sootopolis. There's something about you, a difference in your demeanor. I think I sense that in you. What happened inside the Cave of Origin, and what you did, I will likely learn through our upcoming battle. Now show me. Show me the power you wield with your Pokemon, and I, in turn, shall present you with a performance of illusions in water by me and my Pokemon. Oh man. Gym leader Wallace. He doesn't have the cape. Doesn't have the cape yet. No, he's not the champ. This is just gym leader Wallace. So, of course we're gonna miss. No! Wait, is that confusion? Okay, that's confusion in this. I know it's either confusion or sleep. This is gonna be annoying. It's gonna be an annoying start to the battle. Alright, but this time we're gonna go ahead and hit that Sky Uppercut, and that should knock Love Disc out. Yeah, alright. So we took Love Disc out, which isn't much of an accomplishment. Celio. I want to stay in, but then I have to deal with that confusion, and it is part ice too. Let's go ahead and try Caitlin. I guess we'll go ahead and switch out to our Kecleon. She's got really good special defense. And also just kind of get rid of that confusion. I'm gonna go in for Slash, because I mean Rock Smash would be super effective, but of course we get paralyzed. Come on! But overall I think Slash would do more damage, especially if it's just gonna use Body Slam. That'll keep factoring in stab and also the possibility of a critical hit, which I'm kind of hoping for on this next Slash, so we could get a crit and knock it out, or get paralyzed and not attack it at all. Alright, let's grab a Hyper Potion here. And go ahead, my cat just hit the fan. Not sure if you heard that or not, but it made a noise, so I was just saying that. If you did hear it, Body Slam. Please don't be paralyzed. Alright, we got Slash. Hope for the crits. 1 HP. Are you kidding me? Well, he's probably gonna heal, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I'm gonna heal up that paralysis. Hyper Potion. But anyway, like I was saying, it's like coming down to the end of the school year. Already took my chemistry final, so really already I'm paralyzed again. Are you kidding me? But yeah, as I was saying, I actually might try to just get him to burn all his all those healing items on the ceiling. Oh man, that was way too close. Do I have any forest stores on me by any chance? Of course I don't. Alright, let's just Hyper Potion then. 10 HP, those critical hits. That was a close one there. And he opts not to go for the heal. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slash this thing in the face. It's gonna keep body slamming. Not paralyzed, and Celio is down and out. So what's next? Next is a Wish Cash. Whisk Cash. So let's switch out to Bubs, and let's get her back out here. We got the double weak to grass Pokemon. Whisk Cash. It's that water ground type. So let's just go ahead for the Giga Drain. Hopefully that's enough power to knock it out. We've got the we got the double weakness. We got the stab. And that is enough to knock out Whisk Cash. And in thinking about it, I probably should have checked to see if I could have gotten any other grass moves. Oh, Milotic. Oh, this, I'm pretty sure can also pack some ice-type moves. Let's see. We could body slam it. We could use Gad. Caitlin's not really in any position to battle right now. Pinball might actually come in handy if I could. Is Milotic, if I used Hail, would that affect Milotic? I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out and just try some body slams, just to kind of see how much it'll do, because I know those ice-type moves would really hit hard against Bubs. So yeah, this is one of his stronger Pokemon, and plus we got that resistance to water. So that will help out, as long as we just avoid that water pulse. Yeah, we're going to paralyze it as well with Body Slam, which is great. Got to avoid the, what am I thinking of? We got to avoid, I'm not going to say it until after the move hits. We have to avoid that. That confusion, that's what we have to avoid. Alright, so let's Body Slam it, or hit ourselves in confusion. No, it's gonna recover. Great. It's gonna be that fight. It's gonna be that guy. Oh my, pinball! Hit it! Hit it! Alright, we snapped out of confusion, so let's go back for a body slam. Hopefully we can paralyze this thing, or not. And is it just me, or is body slam doing less and less damage? Let's go in for another body slam, and then I'm gonna probably heal. Oh my gosh, come on, get paralyzed or something. Jeez, Twister actually did decent damage. Man, I'm not really too sure. Maybe I could try Poseidon and go for Fly, but I don't know really what all Poseidon. Oops. Wrong section. Like, what does Poseidon have in terms of defense? Is pretty good. Special defense, not so much. Gad's pretty good with that. How do they stack up in terms of attack? 132 as opposed to 82. I think I'm gonna try switch out to Gad, because we already got the paralysis from Body Slam. Hopefully Milotic can get paralyzed. If not, we're at least dropping its attack with Intimidate. Water Pulse, we still have resistance to that, so hopefully... Why do I say things? Let's try to hit it. Alright, we got it. Come on, how much is strength gonna do? Not much. Alright, so that's gonna... critical hit. You know, even another critical hit I don't think would knock Gad out. I forgot about confusion. Shoot. Oh, man. Okay, it's just gonna recover. Alright, so I'm gonna heal with another Hyper Potion. How does recover heal that much? I think with Gad, we could possibly try to wear it out of Ice Beam. And then maybe send out Bubs, possibly. I mean, I don't just want to really heal stall. But to me, heal stalling is if you're, like... in my opinion, heal stalling is when you have... Like, they're gonna knock you out in 1 or 2 hits, and you just kind of sit there and heal stall, and you're not really doing anything. I think it's a bit different if you can take, like, multiple hits, and then you heal up again while you're trying to weaken it. I think that's a bit different. But in my opinion, the type of heal... Come on! Now we're frozen. How often does that happen? How much HP? Do I full heal? Do I think I'll use the full heal. I'll go for the hyper potion. I'm gonna play it safe. Then I'll go for the full heal next turn. Ah! This is out of control. I think it only has 5 recover charges, so I mean eventually it's gotta run out. This Milotic. It's paralyzed, which is good. Let's go for strength. Get back to this. I'm almost tempted just to switch out to Bubs and just try to Mega Drain it. But then if he uses Ice Beam, I'm really in for a big hit. I mean, Gad's taking these fairly well. And now I'm also worried that he's going to use a Hyper Potion, because he only used, or he can recover. I guess that works. But I mean, he's only used 1 Hyper Potion, so he's got to have another one. So I got to kind of watch out for that possibility. Another Ice Beam. Please don't freeze. Okay, good. Back for another Strength. Let's see what he does. Paralyzed. Now the question is, no, I don't really think there's any option to even switch out to Bubs, because an Ice Beam would completely wreck Bubs. So I'm gonna go back to Strength, and I'm just gonna try to continue to chip away at this Milotic. Ice Beam should survive. All right. I think he could take 1 more, but there's also a possibility of recover. So I'm gonna stay out for, yep. See, this is why I don't really want to switch into anyone else, because they can't hit it for anything. So I'm gonna go in for another Strength. See how much Ice Beam does. Are you kidding me? Ah, I should have healed. Ah. Well, now what? Can't switch to Shell Shock. Her special defense is terrible. Do I go back to Pinball and just Body Slam? I mean, I'll try Poseidon now. Maybe just try to wear out the rest of those, the rest of the Ice Beam charges that Milotic. Or can recover. You know what? After this fly, I think I'm gonna go for some Parafusion, because this Milotic is really getting on my nerves. See how much Ice Beam does to Poseidon. Oh, that hit harder than I was hoping. But we got the Supersonic off. So this hopefully can hit itself in Confusion, since it decides not to be paralyzed. Or not. You can just use Ice Beam again. So let's go back to a Hyper Potion. And wait for the Parafusion to kick in. Come on, hit yourself. Yes! Now, I'm tempted to sit here and Protect. You know, I'm going to try Protect once. See if I can get it to run out of Ice Beam. Or maybe it'll get him paralyzed and hit itself. No, it went for Twister. I don't think it's out of Ice Beam yet. I don't think it's used it enough. Let's try Surf, see how much that does. Even though it's resistance, we have Stab, and that was a critical hit, so that tells me nothing. Snapped out of Confusion. It's gonna go back to Twister, so maybe it is out of Ice Beam. Maybe it could be, or maybe it's just kinda, maybe it's just saving its Ice Beam. Wallace knows that I've got Bubs sitting there waiting to just knock this thing out. Paralyzed, that's nice. I'm really tempted to switch out here because I don't know if he's gonna use another Hyper Potion. or if he's gonna stick with letting it die if 2 is all he has. I think he'd have 3 because he's the final gym leader. Let's see what our confusion can do. Knock it out. I mean, not knock it out, but just kind of chip away at it. Do I fly or do I'm gonna try fly, see if it can maybe hit itself another time in confusion. Okay, now don't do enough to, okay, it's not gonna force a heal. Fly! No! And I don't even think a hit in confusion would do much good here. Are you kidding me? Please don't heal. Okay, good. He did not use a hyper potion, so I'm going to assume that he's out of hyper potions, but we have knocked out Milotic. Not without a casualty. This final Pokemon's a Seeking. Alright. I was not expecting a Seeking. I thought it would be something else. Okay, yeah, that is his final Pokemon. I mean, I know he doesn't have the Kingdra because that's Wands. It's Wands Kingdra, but I have to, I mean, Horn Drill is definitely a possibility. And I'm pretty sure his Seeking is gonna have Horn Drill. Which will Giga Drain, that did half. Okay, did not go for Horn Drill. So this should basically be a guaranteed knockout. I mean, no, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx myself here. Oh crap, does it have Swift Swim? I'm surprised it didn't go for Horn Drill. But now this should be a knockout. My only worry was the possibility of missing, but we did not miss. And we got the knockout, which means we have defeated Wallace. Yeah. Bravo. I realize now your authenticity and magnificence. These words are too complicated, I can't say them. I realize now that your authenticity and magnificence as a Pokemon trainer. I find much joy in having met you and your Pokemon. You have proven yourself worthy of the Rain Badge. Accept it. Ah, I cannot read dialogue today. We've got the Rain Badge, yeah! Having that badge assures you the full obedience of all your Pokemon to whatever command you make. The badge also allows the use of HM Move Waterfall to scale walls of cascading water. And, so that you never forget the battle we shared, take this. Alright, so we're gonna get TMO3, which contains Water Pulse! Seems like a really weak move to get at the end of the game, but, yeah, you know. Yeah, whatever happens, it was one of his signature moves, that Milotic. Kept confusing me, and then freezing me. Ah, man, that was ridiculous. But we have successfully taken down Wallace, which means we have conquered all 8 gyms in the Hoenn region, which also means we can move on to the Elite Four. Not without, of course, conquering Victory Road, which will probably, most likely, take place in the next episode of Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke. As always, make sure to stay tuned for the next one. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. Oh, shoot, why did I heal? Wait a minute, what am I doing? I completely spaced out there. Ah, I just kind of ruined the moment here. But, sadly, we did lose a Pokemon. I completely spaced out there. Actually, I need to get the item off of him. Wow, I'm kind of ashamed with myself for forgetting that. Ah, wow, so now he's not even... wow, I just healed him up just to release him. I'm kind of upset now that I did that, but we have to give a final send-off, final farewell to Gad the Gyarados. Sadly, he did not make it through the fight against Milotic, but he did a great job at weakening Milotic. Definitely helped us win that fight, and I think it's about time that we go ahead and recount the efforts, or not the efforts. Basically, what I'm trying to say here, let's go ahead and take a look back at Gad the Gyarados. What? Ah! What does he have? He has Surf, doesn't he? No, he has Dive. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's really messing up the moment here. But let me just pick up... Let's pick up Trident. Let's go ahead and teach him Dive. Man, I completely zoned out. I completely forgot about that he had Dive. So I guess that's the same as, like, Surf and Fly. I wonder if that might just be the same with any HM move. It's the only Pokemon that has it. Let's go ahead and teach Dive to Trident so we can release our Gyarados in peace. Let's just get rid of Poison and Sting. That's not important. Man, I can't believe I forgot about Dive. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's go back and final farewell to the Gyarados. Rest in peace, buddy. No. Ah, man. So, looks like I gotta train up another Pokemon here. We've got, of course, Shell Shock. Always a good option, but the question is, who will be my next option? Who should I train up next for the Elite Four? Let me think. What do I have? What do I have on the team? We've got a Grass type. We've got our Water Ice type. We have a Flying type. We've got Caitlyn, and we've got a Fire type. I'm trying to think. We have Dark type, Ghost type, Ice type, Dragon type, and then Steven. But we've got some Water types to kind of deal with Steven. Dragons, we'll be able to take dragons out with Pinball. Ice types, we should be able to handle that with Shell Shock. Unless she has a Celio or a Wall Rain of some sort, which she might. Dark types tend to have other Pokemon there with other weaknesses, so we should be okay there. Ghost type. We don't have any Dark types, do we? Can you learn, like, Bite or something? You're just Ghost type. You're just a Ghost type. What to do? I could train up Electrike. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and end off the part, because otherwise I'm just kind of gonna be sitting here staring at the screen, not really doing much with your time, so I apologize for that, but I'm gonna go ahead, end off the episode here, and think about who I'm gonna use to replace Gad on the team. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke, and as always, keep on YouTubing.